What if you could build a winning CS team faster than anyone else using the exact methods the pros use? I've created a cheat sheet that makes it easy to pick the perfect map pool, that gives you free pro level strats and offers real analytical insights to level up faster than the competition. And best of all, it's 100% free. Even if you're not building a team right now, stick around because this will give you never talked about behind the scenes look at how the best teams in the world operate. First, I'll walk you through all 4 parts of the sheet and then I'll show you how to use it. The first tab we are going to be looking at is called Map Pool Vote, and this one is extremely useful for new teams or teams trying to figure out their map pool. Pretty much every team has a map they always ban and therefore never need to practice. Figuring out which map it is for your team can be tricky. What I found is great tell which map gets the boot is usually the one that on average, players dislike the most. So this tab finds out exactly that and some more. You could also check which map is the most popular, and that one will be most likely your ace in the sleeve. Let me put it this way, if 3 players hate Inferno, they will naturally spend less time playing the map, even in bugs, or spend any meaningful time practicing nades, watching other matches, and therefore it will be tough to get better on it. On the other hand, if you all love Anubis, you can bounce a lot of ideas off of each other and improve at an insane pace to make it your home turf. The last thing this tab offers is that you can set positions for each player, so there are no role clashes. It should help new teammates to set their expectations what spots on each map they should play and master. This will create cohesion and team play in the long run, so you know who is anchor, who plays rotation, who lurks on T sides, and so on. To use it, just write the name of each player into the column of the ranking table, and then each player needs to choose his favorite maps in order. Just click on the drop-down menu and choose the map. If you make a mistake, you can click on the cell and press delete. When everyone fills it out, here ranking appears. Next, we will be looking at an actual Stratbook. This is the most important and sacred tab of all teams serious about improvement. There is only one thing worse than your teammate forgetting what he has to do in a certain tactic: when you forget what to do. This can create so much frustration in a team, even at professional level, and this is a cheat code how to avoid it. Personally, I have this tab open on second monitor every single time we play or practice with a team. If you don't have 2 monitors, you can also use a tablet or even a phone, but those can easily distract you. It can look overwhelming, but is actually super easy to use. Let's go over each column. First one is type, and this is great for leaders to glance over if you need to quickly find a force buy or a set round towards B side that you need to hit. At first, this might seem not needed, but trust me, after a few weeks, you might have 15 different tactics for each map and can help you filter easily what you need. Second column is name, and that is just straightforward. Just a name of the strategy. You can get creative with it to make it stick, but also naming it after a team you stole it from is good enough. Next 5 columns are the crucial ones. That is where each player has to fill their own role. Firstly, replace player 1 to 5 with names of your teammates, and everyone should, as detailed as needed, write what they have to do. And please get specific. If you're doing Mirage B-Rush, don't just write run B, but specify you need to flash out window, molly car, jump out window, etc. Why is this important, you ask? You forget things, and if you say you don't, you're lying to yourself. Also, this helps your teammate understand what exactly you do. Again, this creates team play and makes mistakes less frequent. Next up is a column called description, and this is a very small overview of the strategy, so players can ignore this. This is mainly useful for an in-game leader to remind the dynamic of the round. The last important column is note, and here you can write small reminders like that someone needs to throw spawn-specific instant smoke, or when is it good to call this tactic. Link column lets you link the video or picture of the strategy in case you need a visual reminder of your role, and status means simply if the strategy has already been discussed, dry ran, and is working well in practice. And in last column, you specify if the tactic is meant for T side or CD side, and this is very important because it would be a mess if you bundle both sides in one spreadsheet. So at the top right of each map, you can filter if you wish to see CD side, T side, or both. Before the match starts, you set it for your starting side, and during halftime, you simply swap it. Now I will showcase how everything works in real time. Obviously, you can create your own tactics, but probably the fastest way to build a playbook is to watch a team with a playstyle you like and get inspired by them. No need to reinvent the wheel just yet. Old school way would be to download the demo and watch around from each player's POV, but nowadays there is a lot of content from YouTubers like Nodart here or CS Tactics, where it is really easy to find something you would like. For the sake of the video, I will go to Nadar's Discord and click on his latest upload, which is this Falcons fake Aeon train. I see if I like it and if it would fit our team, and if it does, I just describe each role and fill it into the playbook. I name it Falcons, type is set round B, description should be short and clear like a fake into B hit. I obviously link it for my teammates to see and I mark it not ready. I will change it once we dry run and discuss it on the empty server. And of course, I pick that this round only shows up when playing T side. And that is really it. But you can also clip rounds from live stream if you like them, but obviously it's harder to visualize the role of each player from just observing or radar. And you don't always see precise lineups for nades. And for this, you can use any 2D demo viewer to make everything much faster, something like Leetify. And it sounds like a great transition to segue, because Leetify is sponsor of today's video. In this video, we talk about team improvement, but Leetify is introducing new feature for individual improvement that I've never seen before. This is post-match journal, and athletes in other sports are using this method to track their performances. This tool prompts you to answer a few yes or no questions after every match and then does the math to see which of these have the strongest correlation with your winning and losing. First, the journal comes with 3 default prompts, but you can track whatever you wish to. For example, you can track if you warmed up or you had a toxic teammate, and Leetify will compute correlations between your prompts and your performance. The goal of this is to find things that impact you negatively and avoid them, and also find things that make you in the zone to build up on. After every game, you will be asked to answer your prompts, and after a few matches or days, check out the results. For example, I play noticeably worse when I just ate a meal recently. I feel slower in general. So in this graphic, the algorithm says that with 93% confidence, my performance changes by somewhere between -40 to +1%. That's a huge hit, and now I know that I should plan my meal accordingly before importing games. This system can track any yes or no question. It doesn't just have to relate to your health or focus. Last note I want to mention is to not put too many prompts in. If you track everything, it can get easily overwhelming. To build a habit and get used to journal, start by 3 to 5 prompts to make it as easy as possible to start. Thanks Leetify for sponsoring this part of the video, and now on to the next step in our worksheet. This tab might seem a bit scary. The buzzword analytics usually revolves around boring numbers, tracking, and if done incorrectly, it can cause more problems in a team than solve them. Majority of you watching this video don't have the luxury of having a dedicated analyst, so this is why I created this tab that is super easy to use, and yet it tracks probably the most needed metric of all in a team: pistol round and second round conversion. In the current CS2 world with MR12 round structure, first 2 rounds of each half are simply most important to snowball your lead and economy. And they are usually easy to remember, so you don't need to update it live as it happens. When you finish your game, simply fill it out. For sure, one of you or your mates will remember how the start of each half went. This simple tracking method will give you insanely useful data, because you'll understand if you need to work on your pistol rounds or anti-ecos or force buys. Again, simple tutorial how it works. The first 4 columns need to no explanation. Just fill your date, opponent, map you played, and if you want, track score at the end of the practice. Then the fun part starts. Select the outcome of first pistol round and also second round. Then select outcome of second pistol round and following round as well. And voila, that's the magic. The tab on the right will show you how successful you are. Remember that the greater data set you have, the more accurate whole tab gets. So don't feel discouraged after a few days when you see your Inferno force buys get like 5% win rate. This is exactly how you improve as a team. Find a weakness and then find a solution to it. Last tab is focused on code words. Now, these words are extremely important in a fast-paced game like CS, because communication is key, and sometimes with one word you're able to explain much deeper play. This is especially true for international teams, which I was always part of, and English wasn't our main language. I could do the whole video on code words and how to create them, use them, and understand them effectively, so if that is something you want me to do, just let me know in the comments. Here I will showcase 6 simple code words that you probably heard high elo Elo players use in some context. Or maybe if you listen to voice comms videos of pro teams like FaZe, you surely caught some of these. For example, if your IGL calls a B pop, you should understand that you're trying to get as close to B as possible without being spotted, and then you overwhelm CTs with a couple of entry flashes and maybe a smoke. So that concept pop can be used at every single map. Another word I can pick here is Joker. So instead of saying, yo, I'm flanking, try to pressure them with nades or spam the smokes, but don't get pushed and die. You just say, I'm Joker. And everyone understands what they have to do to activate your play. They have to distract enemies so no one is watching the flank, and they feel unsafe before they get comfortable positions. That's about the main tabs. Let's talk quickly how to actually use this worksheet. It's super easy to set up for your own team. Just open the link in the description, click on File and make a copy. Choose where it should be saved, probably just my drive, and hit make a copy. This will create a private copy of the document in your own Google Drive and open it automatically. Then to share with your teammates, just click on File, Share, and Share with others. There you just add the addresses of your teammates and give them the editor permission. Add all players and confirm by clicking Send. They will receive a confirmation email that they need to accept to get access to the document. That is all, you're done. I hope this video will be useful to many of you. If you think I missed any important feature or if you have any other feedback, please let me know in the comment section, because if your idea is good, I will update the document. Simple as that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Huge shout out to my Ko-fi members for your continual support so I can make more videos like this for you. Their name is on the screen right now, and if you want to appear here to check out my Ko-fi page where you can gain tons of cool and exclusive perks at various tiers of membership. And when I say they're cool, I mean it. Give it a look, it's worth it. Thank you for making my content better and possible.